Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Fine, sir.
Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
को आपનો परिचय?
Sir, my code is 011. I have done graduation in Bachelor's in Mass Media from University of Mumbai. I have also had work experience in the field of digital marketing where I worked in a startup called as FRAP and my role was of campaign manager. I am passionate about photography, international relations and organic farming, for which I have done basic training from National Institute of Plant Health Management in Hyderabad. Along with that, sir, since I aspire to join civil services, I have been preparing for UPSC also, for which I had the opportunity to give the mains which ended last Sunday.
What is your optional?
Sir, my optional is political science and international relations.
Why PSIR?
Sir, since my background was also of journalism, so I was more accustomed towards public issues and public policy issues.
Public administration is more suitable for you according to your academic background.
Yes, sir, but also an interest for international relations made me think of going in that direction.
મારું અને તમારું પ્રત્યાયન યોગ્ય રીતે નથી થઈ રહ્યું આવું હું બોલું તો આપ શું સમજશો?
સર, પ્રત્યાયન શબ્દનો અર્થ મને થોડુંક સમજવામાં મુશ્કેલ પડે છે.
It is communication.
ઓકે.
Preferences?
Sir, preferences first is Gujarat Administrative Service, second is Dy.SP, third is ACST. After that, sir, as per the like
Okay.
Mamlatdar TDO.
Okay, okay. Uh, who is your role model for mass media?
Sir, in mass media, sir, in the journalistic field, I really liked the work done by Mr. Ramoji Rao. Sir, the way he started his regional publication in Hyderabad based from scratch and the creative strategies that he used, sir. So I was very inspired by the work he did in that.
Mm-hmm. The film city person,
Yes, sir. His regional publication was Inadu.
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 Means what?
Sir, I am not aware about the meaning of that word.
Okay. And Gujarati?
Sir, in
Any Gujarati person?
Sir, in Gujarati, if I am allowed to say, I would say my father is my role model because he started his own regional publication in Gujarati.
Okay. Why for? Your father is your role model. What did he do?
Sir, my father, if in technical terms, you would say he only did SSC. But after that, since he has a deep passion for getting into journalism and in social issues, sir, so he took the, I would say, a courageous decision to start his own regional publication, which a lot of people told him that it would not be successful. And he ran it for 15 years successfully, sir, which had a very good circulation.
Mm-hmm. When two people meet,
Yes, sir.
politics begins.
Right, sir.
Who says this?
Sir, I am not aware of the person who said the quote.
Now tell me, Plato,
Yes,
Socrates,
yes.
Aristotle, and Alexander the Great. Now tell us about them. Whatever you know.
Sir, Socrates was, I would say, the founder of the Greek and the Western political thought or the ethical thought. And Plato was the disciple of Socrates. So basically, Plato's thought also evolved from the Socrates theory of knowledge.
Right then?
Sir, Aristotle was the disciple of Plato. And when we often in Western political thought, the debate comes between Plato and Aristotle. That while Plato was very idealistic in his approach, Aristotle was more pragmatic. So that is a
Can you
contrast
give
between-
any name of the books from them?
Sir, Plato's famous book was The Republic, and Aristotle's book was Politics.
Right. Why Alexander had to go back?
Sir, one of the reasons that often the Western historians cite is that he had to go back because his army was tired. However, another approach which is often cited to be more correct is that he was scared of the Nanda dynasty which was ruling in India. So he was not, his army also, and also he was not ready to fight them, and he would definitely would have lost the battle.
Nanda dynasty?
Yes, sir.
Nanda dynasty.
Nand.
Nanda.
Nanda. Mhm. Tell us something about Raghurai.
I am not able to recall the personality.
He is a great photographer.
Sir, I am not able to.
He was the main pillar of India today.
Okay, sir.
Ah.
Sir, I would read more about him.
Okay. Is natural farming successful?
Sir, commercially, if we look at it, and when we talk about feeding the vast population of India, in that terms, we would say that natural farming is not very viable option. However, sir, for the ecological concerns and for the purpose of good health, natural farming.
I
is
would say
successful.
rather, I would say any form of farming
Right, sir.
is not sustainable. What would you say?
Sir, the figures that we have to subsidize agriculture to make it viable do accept your point of.
Do you have any idea? How come the mass media part will play a role to make a farming sustainable?
Sir,
Tell me.
Sir, in India, often we face the problem that while the farmer produces, the marketing side of it, the farmer never derives any benefit. It is always between the wholesaler and the retailer, the middleman. So farmer never gets the benefit. So through the use of mass media, for example, sir, there is a very good case study of a farming producer organization in Maharashtra. If I can recall, it is called as Sahyadri Farms. So sir, that FPO has marketed its very own brand, and they are making sure that the produce of the farmer reaches the market directly through its very own brand, and the monetary proceeds that they get, they can share with
હું
the
એમ
farmer.
કહું કે
જી.
ખેડૂત પોતે જ પોતાનો દુશ્મન છે. આવું હું કહું તો એને તમે માસ મીડિયા થકી મારા વાક્યને કેવી રીતે ડિમોલિશ કરી શકો, મારા વાક્યને કેવી રીતે નિષ્ફળ બનાવી શકો? માસ મીડિયા કેન પ્લે અ રોલ. ખેડૂત પોતે જ પોતાનો દુશ્મન છે. વાય?
સર,
જો એ ઘણી બધી ચીજો ઉત્પાદિત કરે છે.
જી સર.
માર્કેટ પણ છે જ.
જી.
એને પૂરતા ભાવ કદાચ નથી બી મળતા અથવા મળે બી છે. સારા ભાવ મળે છે છતાંય ખેડૂતની દશા બીજા વર્ષે તો એની એ જ છે.
એવી જ છે. જી.
કેમ આવું?
સર,
એમાં માસ મીડિયા શું રોલ પ્લે કરી શકે?
સર, માસ મીડિયાનો અગર આમાં રોલની વાત કરીએ તો એ થઈ શકે કે એક તો અવેરનેસ ખેડૂતને તેના જ પ્રોડક્ટ્સની જે ઇમ્પોર્ટન્સ છે કે તેની માર્કેટ વેલ્યુ શું છે, ખરેખર તેનું વેલ્યુ એડિશન કઈ રીતે થઈ શકે.
ચાલો આ બધું તમે કરી દીધું.
જી સર.
બધા જ ખેડૂતો દર વર્ષે કમાય છે, એના કરતા પ્રચાર પ્રસાર થકી તમારા પ્રોપેગેન્ડાના હિસાબે ખેડૂતો 10 ગણું આ વર્ષે કમાઈ પણ ગયા, છતાં બીજા ચોમાસા વખતે તો એ આ ચોમાસામાં જેવો હતો એવો ને એવો જ છે. કારણ શું?
સર, કારણ એના બે ત્રણ ઈ છે કે પેલું તો ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર વિશે જ ખેડૂત પાસે આપણે એટલી અવેલેબિલિટી નથી કરાવી શક્યા કે એની પાસે જે છે એનું.
ના ના, આમાં એડમિનિસ્ટ્રેશન અને ઇન્ફ્રાસ્ટ્રક્ચર ક્યાંય વચ્ચે આવતું જ નથી.
ઓકે સર.
અને છતાં એ માસ મીડિયાનો જો ધારે ને તો આમાંથી ખેડૂતને બહાર કાઢી શકે એમ છે, આ કારણમાંથી, જે મારા મનમાં જે હું ધારું છું એ કારણ.
જી.
હા
સર, અત્યારે હું નથી વિચારી શકતો એના ઉપર, પણ ચોક્કસ એના ઉપર વધારે વિચાર કરીશ.
સોશિયલ કસ્ટમ્સ છે બધી ખેડૂતોની.
જી.
હા, ખોટા ખર્ચા કરવા વાળી.
જી સર.
એમાંથી તમે એને બહાર કાઢી શકો કે નહીં?
ચોક્કસ સર, ચોક્કસ
કાઢી શકો ને?
જી.
હવે મારે કાઢવા છે, ચાલો તમે તમારું કેવું કેમ્પેન ચલાવશો આના માટે?
સર, વિશેષ આપણે ખેડૂતના ખોટા ખર્ચાની જ્યારે વાત કરીએ તો એક તો જે લગ્ન જીવન ઉપર કે પોતાની દીકરીઓને પરણાવવામાં કે એવા ખોટા ખર્ચાઓમાં ઘણીવાર ખેડૂતોના મોટા ભાગના રૂપિયા છે એમાં જતા રહેતા હોય છે. અને બીજું કે તહેવારોમાં, વાર તહેવારોમાં ખેડૂતને એમ થાય છે કે હવે મારો પાક આવ્યો છે, મારી પાસે એના પૈસા આવ્યા છે, તો હવે હું વાર તહેવારોમાં એનો વપરાશ વધારે કરી શકું. તો આ જે આપણે કેમ્પેન એવી રીતે ચલાવી શકીએ કે એને એ વસ્તુની જાણકારી થાય કે તું કેપિટલ ઇન્વેસ્ટમેન્ટ કર. વાર તહેવારમાં 2-3 વર્ષ જો ઓછા પૈસા વપરાશે કે સાદગીથી આપણે લગ્ન કરશું તો એમાં વાંધો
પણ તમારું માનશે કેવી રીતે ખેડૂત? શું કામ તમને ફોલો કરે ખેડૂતો ભાઈ? સરકારો થાકી ગઈ આટલા વર્ષોથી.
સર, આમાં સ્લોગનની સાથે સાથે સર એવા આપણે ગ્રાસરૂટ્સના લીડર્સ તૈયાર કરવા પડશે કે એમની જ કોમ્યુનિટીના એવા દાખલાઓ હોય કે એમની કોમ્યુનિટીમાં થોડાક સદ્ધર ખેડૂતો હોય છતાંય તેમણે સાદગીથી લગ્ન કર્યા હોય તો કદાચ તેમાંથી તે ચોક્કસ રીતે શીખી શકે.
ઓકે.
What is the Vernacular Press Act?
સર, વર્નાક્યુલર પ્રેસ એક્ટ, ઇફ આઈ કેન રિકોલ કરેક્ટલી, લોર્ડ લિટનના ટાઈમ પર આવ્યું હતું. અને તેનો પર્પઝ એ હતો કે વર્નાક્યુલર, બીકોઝ જ્યારે આઝાદીની ચળવળ દરમિયાન વર્નાક્યુલર પ્રેસમાં ઘણી અંગ્રેજોની ટીકા થઈ રહી હતી. તો તેનો પર્પઝ એ હતો કે વર્નાક્યુલર પ્રેસ ઉપર કંટ્રોલ થાય, એના ઉપર સેન્સરશિપ થાય, પણ ઇંગ્લિશ પ્રેસ ઉપર એવા કોઈ રેસ્ટ્રિક્શન્સ હતા નહીં.
What is the role of language in national integration?
Sir, language as a means of communication brings all of us together. And for example, there is often emphasis that Hindi should be our national language. It is our national language, but that Hindi should be more in use even in other parts of India, like South India or Northeast India. So if there would be one language like that, it would help in national integration.
Is it true for India?
Sir, it is not true for India, sir, because we are a very linguistically diverse country, and our value system and our constitutional forefathers estimated that we have to celebrate the linguistic diversity rather than impose any language on others.
What is the reason behind our feeling of one nation? Normally જ્યારે તમે પોલિટી વાંચો છો ત્યારે 3 થી 4 ફેક્ટરને કન્સિડર કરવામાં આવતા હોય છે ઇન્ટિગ્રેશન માટેના. એ 3 કે 4 ફેક્ટર ઇન્ડિયામાં મેક્સિમમ ડાયવર્સિટી વાળા ફેક્ટર છે, છતાં પણ સ્ટીલ વી આર યુનાઇટેડ. વોટ ઇઝ ધ રીઝન બિહાઇન્ડ?
Sir, I would say that our civilization, whether it is our northern Sanatan Sanskriti or the southern Dravidian culture, we would say, sir, all across history, whenever our rulers used to rule, sir, there has been fusion of cultures. So, sir, that has generated a sense of Indian or the Bharatiya spirit in us.
One word, if you can suggest any one word.
Sir, Bharatni Asmita, or if I'm...
Tolerance.
Tolerance, yes, sir, definitely.
What is the difference between referendum and plebiscite?
Sir, referendum is when a law has been introduced for the opinion of the public. They have to vote upon the law. The policy is decided by the government itself. And plebiscite is when people themselves give their opinion that we want a law like this, if I can recall correctly, sir.
Okay, sometime it is in news. We have to do referendum in Swat Valley for getting them in India.
Okay, sir.
So this word is correctly used or something else should be used?
Sir, Swat Valley is in POK area.
Yes.
Sir, I would say that there is no need for referendum in those areas because they are always integrally a part of India. So, despite the provisions of United Nations and which talked about these things, however, sir, we have always emphasized that they are an integral part of India, and it is Pakistan that has illegally occupied those lands. So, I don't think a referendum in this context would come into play there.
How Junagadh was integrated in Gujarat or India?
Sir, if I can recall correctly, it was through plebiscite.
Sure.
Sir, I am not aware. I will have to read more on that.
Okay. which one is your first preference? GS.
Yes, sir.
Okay. ક્યાં પોસ્ટિંગ મળી શકે છે તમને GS તરીકે?
Sir, as a GS in various departments like finance department, as revenue department, Mehsul Vibhag, as the
इंग्लिश में
revenue-
आंसर આપી શકો?
as the revenue collector. Sir, along with that, in agriculture department also. Sir, that is all I can recall at the moment.
એક પોસ્ટ હોય છે પ્રાંત અધિકારી.
Yes, sir.
સેમી ટાઈપના બીજા કયા પોસ્ટ છે કે જ્યાં તમને પોસ્ટિંગ મળી શકે?
Sir, Prant Adhikari, then Deputy District Development Officer. Sir, midday meal schemes, like based on the specific scheme implementations.
What will be your role as a deputy DDO?
Sir, the role of Deputy DDO would be to coordinate the district development plans along with the DDO and the Zilla Panchayat.
Okay. And what will be your role as Prant officer?
Sir, as Prant officer, it is a multi-pronged role. For example, there is law and order also involved, and revenue collection and land management involved.
What is ATVT?
Sir, I am not aware of that.
Okay. Sir?
Okay. What do you mean by RCEP agreement? And why did the government of India backed out? It did not sign the RCEP agreement.
Sir, RCEP was,
What's the full form?
sir, it is Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership.
Okay.
Sir, RCEP was supposed to be a trade deal between the nations of Southeast Asia and some Asian nations, for example, China, Japan, India. However, sir, the government felt, especially there was opinion taken from the farming community and the dairy farmers, that it would be harmful for our domestic industry. So to safeguard our trade interests, we have stepped out of RCEP.
Okay. We are listening to the words like Godi media and paid media.
Yes, sir.
What's your view on this?
Sir,
Because media is the fourth pillar of democracy.
yes, sir.
Transparent. If we hear the word transparent media, we
Yes,
feel
sir.
proud of it.
Yes, sir.
That it is the voice of the people.
Yes, sir.
But we hear Godi media, paid media. What's your view?
Sir, I would say that this has been a problem of the corporatization of media, wherein, sir, the media is catering to particular audiences. However, sir, I take the example of suppose India Today Group, they have multiple channels all catering to specific audiences. So due to that, because of their policies that are structured in that way, we get the feeling that they are biased towards a certain section, then we call them paid media, sir. However, I don't agree with the terminologies like Godi media and paid media completely.
Okay. But we have heard instances, the Manipur, we did not had a greater debate on Manipur. Then what happened in UP, the encounter of Atiq Ahmed, after 2-3 days, it went off air permanently. If it would have happened in any other government, do you think it would have been the same response?
Sir, in Manipur, sir, I would beg to differ that it was the video that the media widely circulated that led to mass awareness about the Manipur issue also.
You are narrowing down to an issue of the woman. It
Yes,
has
sir.
shocked the conscience of the society, I agree.
Yes, sir.
But the violence issue,
Right, sir. Sir, I believe there are constructive debates taking place within various media houses also. But, sir, it has also been the attention span of the viewers also, sir. That due to our attention span, which has been decreasing since we have multiple options. For example, YouTube also has become an important source of getting news. We are getting news from via social media websites. So because of that, and due to the TRP race also which is going on, sir, I think that the debates on the various topics are shifting more frequently than we used to see before. So, sir, that has been the reason. However, I would say that the media is sufficiently covering the news and creating an opinion about that.
in various states,
Yes.
just before elections, the local leaders take people to the pilgrimage sites that come. I will show you Dwarka. I will show you this. Not only from Gujarat, from other states also. So if you are posted as a deputy collector and you know that this is a regular event just before the model code of conduct is being applied, what steps you will take to control these events, this type of events?
Sir, firstly, I would say that there has to be strict guidelines on that. So for that, I would convey to the political parties also that these are the model code of conduct and they have to be strictly followed. Secondly, sir, for those yatras or something, they would require permission from the administration or for the police also. So, sir, there has to be clear guidelines that such kind of permissions during the election period, during the model code of conduct period, are not provided to them. And sir, along with that, I would say that an awareness campaign is also the way to go, wherein we tell the people also that the success of electoral democracy uh, depends on the right conduct of elections. So such kind of things should not be promoted. So engaging with the people also and at the party level also should be the way to go.
Who is the father of Indian press? Who is known as the father of Indian press?
Sir, Dr. Shri Rajaram Mohan Roy is called.
And who founded press in India?
Sir, James August Hickley, who started the Bengal Gazette.
It was the first
First
thing to be
publication.
printed
Yes, sir.
in Asia, not in India only, in Asia,
Yes,
Bengal
sir.
Gazette. But who liberalized the press, where press enjoyed freedom?
Sir, if I am able to recall correctly, it was Lokmanya Tilak who was called as the. Sir,
Do you remember the name? Charles Metcalfe?
yes, sir. Metcalfe was called as the liberator of press. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Uh, what are the ongoing tension between India and Canada?
Sir, Canada has wrongly alleged that India was involved in violation of its sovereignty and the killing of a Khalistani extremist and terrorist called as Hardeep Singh Nijjar. So that has been the focal point of the issue. We have strongly conveyed that such allegations are baseless, and we have asked them for any evidence if they have, which they have also not shared as of yet.
Okay. So, who are the major supporters of Canada in terms of intelligence sharing?
Sir, the organization Five Eyes is popular for that, sir. It includes Canada, United States, UK, Australia, and New Zealand.
You told UK.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the difference between Britain, United Kingdom, England?
Right, sir.
Tell me the difference.
Sir, England, Wales are together called Britain, if I am able to recall correctly, while Scotland and Northern Ireland are two separate entities and together they form the United Kingdom. I am not aware about what constitutes Britain, but that is the basic difference, sir.
Okay.
Name me the journalist who covered Gandhiji's civil disobedience movement, that is Dandi Yatra. He
Sir,
came to cover it.
sir, I am not aware of that. I will have to read more on that.
પેઇન્ટિંગ પણ બનાવ્યા છે એમને.
Sir, I am not aware.
Okay, no problem. Tell me something about Jagan Mehta.
Sir, I have not read about the personality.
What do you do in photography then?
Sir, in photography, it is a passion, but usually it is on a very basic scale.
Just aim and click, nothing else?
No, sir, I do try to be more creative. However, sir, I have not been able to pursue it more frequently in the past 2-3 years.
Okay, now last question.
Yes, sir.
Suppose તમે એક પ્રાંત ઓફિસર છો, ડેપ્યુટી કલેક્ટર, પ્રાંત ઓફિસર, who heads 2-3 talukas also. એક સોશિયલ મીડિયા ઉપર એક ફેક ન્યૂઝ કે જે ખૂબ સેન્સિટિવ બની જાય એવી પૂરેપૂરી શક્યતાઓ છે. એ ફેક ન્યૂઝ છે કે સાચા છે ન્યૂઝ, એ સામાન્ય માણસને તમે કેવી રીતે સમજાવશો કે ધીસ ઇઝ અ ફેક ન્યૂઝ, ધીસ ઇઝ અ રિયલ ન્યૂઝ? કેવી રીતે ડિફરન્શિએટ કરશો, લોકો સમજે?
કરેક્ટ. સર, એની માટે આપણે સોશિયલ મીડિયા જે પ્લેટફોર્મ્સ છે એમની સાથે એંગેજ કરવું પડશે કે આપણી જે ફેક્ટ ચેકિંગ યુનિટ છે, ફોર એક્ઝામ્પલ હમણાં સરકારે પીઆઈબી ફેક્ટ ચેકિંગ યુનિટનું ગઠન કર્યું છે, તો એ ફેક્ટ ચેકિંગ યુનિટ દ્વારા આપણે કલર કોડ જેવી વસ્તુઓનો પ્રયોગ કરી શકીએ કે કોઈ ફેક ન્યૂઝ હોય તો એને આપણે જ્યારે ટાર્ગેટ કરી હોય, હાઇલાઇટ કરી હોય, તો એ રેડમાં આવે અને ત્યાં મોટામાં અલર્ટ લખેલું આવે કે આ ફેક ન્યૂઝ છે. તો કદાચ સામાન્ય માણસ તેને રંગથી અથવા તે અલર્ટ મોટી રીતે વિચારી કે આ ફેક છે, એનાથી કદાચ એ વધારે એસોસિએટ કરી શકશે.
ગુજરાત પાક્ષિક ચાલે છે.
જી સર.
એવું ને એવું કેન્દ્ર સરકારનું કયું પાક્ષિક ચાલે છે?
સર મેં
મંથલી છે રાધર.
ના ના સર, ફ્રન્ટ નાઇટ બી છે.
ફ્રન્ટ લાઇન ફોર્ટનાઇટલી જ છે ને?
ફોર્ટનાઇટ બી છે.
સર મને નથી ખ્યાલ એ વિશે.
Done. Your interview is over.
ઓકે સર.